Hey, hello. So today is an exciting day. I have been tracking my food for the last about 2 weeks without seeing my numbers. So I have no idea how many calories I've been eating, how much protein I've been getting, fats, carbs, none of that stuff. I have seen zero of the numbers. And I've done this by setting myself up as a client under my food tracking app that I use, Chronometer. So I set myself up as a client. I have not gone in and looked at anything yet. That's what we're going to be doing together today. And yeah, I've just been using the app as my clients do when they have their numbers turned off. And I did this because every single time I have tracked my food to see where I'm at and, what changes to make, I always end up adjusting what I eat a little bit because I can see the numbers and I end up trying to do it faster than what I normally did. So instead of like tracking for a week, I would track for a couple of days and I'd be like, I have a pretty good idea. So I'm just going to start changing things. So I wanted to do this slower, do it more so how I do it with my clients and see what the heck is going to happen. So I have it open. I have not looked at anything yet. We're going to do it together and I'm going to show you exactly what what advice I would give myself, what we're going to change, what kind of plan I'm going to put myself on. Just to warn you, I have not been eating very well for a while. It's a lot of fast foods, a lot of quick and easy stuff, a lot of like pizza and chicken nuggets and chicken strips and noodles and all of that stuff. So, you know what? I'm human too. I have times where I just haven't gone grocery shopping in a while and we just have, Dawson's food that he typically eats. And I get lazy and I just eat whatever there is available. And it's usually Dawson's food. So we're going to come up with a plan. We're going to come up with some ideas to make things a little bit better moving forward. So let's start sharing my screen and we can take a look at this together. So I think you guys can see that now. All right, so I haven't put in anything today, so I cannot see anything here. So we're going to go to my nutrition report. Actually, I'm going to see how far back I have tracked so that I have an accurate reading. Okay, we're going to go from December 2nd until the 18th. So we'll have 16 days to see. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So that's close. So December 2nd to 18th. Let's see. All right. That is actually pretty much exactly how much I thought I was eating. Interesting. I thought I was averaging around 2,200, maybe 2,250. Okay. Which is good. I don't know what this is or why that is set so low. That's not correct at all. I need to go in and change that. Anyways, so that is pretty darn good. I maintain pretty easily there. I think if I was more focused on consistency, because I'll show you some of the days after we go through this part, you'll see how up and down it is. So I believe that if I was a bit more consistent and focused more on eating really well-balanced meals and getting in more vegetables and a bit more protein, that I would be able to probably maintain on even more calories than that. So let's take a look through here. So protein is at 85, which is not bad. I would prefer it to be a bit higher. So probably closer to maybe 120 grams of protein, maybe 130, somewhere around there. So that's going to be a big focus, is to prioritize my protein just a bit more. Carbs are looking pretty decent. I'd probably like to get them up to 300 plus. Fat is pretty typical for me. Again, these numbers are set very low. I don't think I've gone through to adjust those yet. So yeah, that's pretty reasonable. That's pretty normal for me. I do eat a bit higher fat in my diet than a lot of people do. That's how I like to eat, and I'm okay keeping it like that. Okay, let's take a look at vitamins and minerals. Not bad. I definitely could be doing better here. Yeah, sodium's going to be a bit high from all of the fast foods I've been eating. Okay. But we're getting in some stuff. Omega-3s are good. Really, my chicken tenders have lots of omega-3s, goodness. But yeah, everything else we could probably bump up a little bit. Not too bad. Let's go take a look into the actual days now. Oh, I believe I forgot to add in, not last night, but Friday. Yeah, I forgot something in here. That was, there we go. Some noodles. And we did a full bag. And I believe I had an egg in that. So let me update that. And I also had that on Thursday. Yeah, that's in there. Okay. So let me just quickly check back and see if that would have adjusted this a little bit. Yeah, it's roughly the same. Okay. So this is something that I wanted to look at over the last 2 weeks. What? I'll have to take a look at that data to see if that's, oh my gosh. Okay. So actually the last week has been a lot more even than the week prior. Oh goodness. So look at that. We've got a 1,300 calorie day and then 2,500 and then 900. I don't know if that's right. Then 3,000, then 3,700, then 1,700, then 24, 23, 2,000, 2,000, 22, 1,900, 2,900. Okay. So this is starting to look better. We're starting to get more consistent, which is good. Now, let's see. Weight's been fairly stable as well, staying around that 155 mark. Oh, I have to delete that. That must have been like an end of the day one. But yeah, no, I've been, hovering around 155. And it's interesting to see that your calories are going to not affect your weight too much when it all like averages out. Like just because I had a day where I ate close to 4,000 calories. Here, let's do this just so that you can kind of align them with on here. It's not going to make much of a difference. So that was on December 9. I don't know if I weighed myself the next day. Yeah, I don't know if I actually did. But anyways, weight's only going to fluctuate by 1 or 2 pounds, even though my calories are fluctuating quite a bit. And that's because of the average. So if I'm averaging around this 2,200 calories, that means that I am going to maintain where I am. I'm not eating an excess amount of calories for my body that it's going to like be putting on weight. So this is always where I like to start with my clients, is to just get an idea of where their baseline is. Now, normally what I would do is if I was eating an average of, let's say, 1,800 calories or less in a day, I would start working on reverse dieting. So slowly bringing up your calories, focusing on getting in lots of protein, getting in lots of carbs and plenty of healthy fat to get you to that place where you're going to be at your maintenance calories. And if I was eating a lot, well, I'm maintaining, so that would just be nice. That would just mean I'm maintaining at a higher calories, which would be cool. So I think what I'm going to do for myself for my plan is to set myself some targets. So I am not going to use the weight goal because that's going to set me a bit too low. So I am going to set some values. So my protein, we're going to aim for 125. Carbs, we're going to aim for 300. And fats, I think we're close to 90 right now. Okay, so let's not do quite that much yet because that's bumping up my calories too fast. So I do want to try to increase my calories a little bit because when I'm going to be eating more whole balanced foods rather than a lot of this fast processed stuff, it's not going to cause me to gain any weight or anything. And I do want to get my calories up a little bit more than this because I know that I can, and I know that my body can handle it, especially if I'm going to be focusing more on my workouts. So let's do, this is what I do. I do a lot of playing around with the numbers until I get it to about where I want to be. So I think, yeah, 2350-ish is going to be a decent target. That's increasing my calories by about 100, although a lot of it is coming from protein, and you're not going to gain weight by adding protein into your diet, which is always nice. Okay, so that is set. Let me just make sure that shows up here. I don't know why that's still off, but the macros are there. So the protein, carbs, and fat. Now, I am not going to put my numbers back in my app. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on where I can't see, but I'm going to plan out a day's worth of food for these targets. And I am going to go grocery shopping and then make these foods every day just so that I have some sort of guide. And I don't need to follow it 100%. I don't need to follow it super strictly, but just kind of an idea of about what I want to be eating and what I want to have in the house. Now, I am somebody who will pretty much just eat the same thing every day. And I'm not super creative with my meals or my foods that I make. And that's just how I like things. Typically, I've been somebody who prefers to eat just like 2 or 3 meals later in the day, but I do want to get into the habit of eating breakfast first thing in the morning so that it does spark my hunger signals, and then I am fueling myself throughout the day. I think my body's just been used to doing it that way just because I've been lazy and putting off food. So let's add some stuff in. So I think I want to do my French toast. So we got 2 eggs. We have my bread that I love. I usually do 3 slices. I'm gonna do some almond butter. And I've been doing this for a while, so I know my quantities of everything. We'll do a full banana. Now, my breakfast usually ends up being pretty large because I like having a large breakfast. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so if we look here, as a large breakfast, I do like my big meals. So we've got 27 grams of protein. That's decent. Lots of carbs and decent amount of fat. Okay. we are off to a good start. And if we take a look down here, we can already see that we're filling up our vitamins and minerals, which is great. Okay, let's do meal 2. So, ooh, I would like to start doing my favorite salad again. I haven't done salads in a really long time, but I think it'd be nice. So we want my mixed greens. Happy that I'm going shopping today and I'm doing this today so that we can really get a good idea of what's going on in there. So I don't even know how, like 55 grams, I think is, yeah, sure. Okay. So we'll do that. We will do some cooked chicken, and I want to do a decent amount of chicken. So you can see the protein over here. I think I'm going to do 125 grams just so that we get plenty of protein. I have pecans. Oopsies. So we'll definitely, I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. It's the cat hair. I always get cat hair in my nose. We will do sure, 15 grams of pecans. We will do some cranberries, dried cranberries. Those taste so yummy in here. I might adjust these after, but roughly. Now I'll probably maybe weigh this for the first day just to make sure I have a decent idea of how much of everything I'm doing. But from there, I will just wing it because I'm trying to get more into intuitive eating rather than feeling like I need to track all of the time, because you don't. And this is a lot easier to build healthy eating habits when you're not feeling like you have to track every single day. So chicken, pecans, cranberries. Oh yes, sweet potato. I knew I was missing something. So we'll cook up a nice sweet potato. Let's do same amount as the chicken. And of course, we need some honey mustard dressing. So good. So freaking good. And we'll do a decent amount of that. What do we got? Okay. Yes. Oh, that looks great. So this is a little bit lower carbs than I would like. I guess I could beef up the sweet potatoes a bit there. How much does the breakfast have? Yeah, like a double the amount. We might play with that. We might adjust it. We'll see. And for meal 3, so I'm just gonna have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then a couple snacks throughout the day. So let's do a super easy dinner, which is gonna be rice. I may even switch my dinner and lunch around. So quick tip, you want to have your carbs around your workout. So before your workout and after your workout. So choose your highest carb meals, put them before and after your workout. Let's do decent amount of carbs. Okay. So we got some rice, we got some broccoli cooked from frozen because that's how I do broccoli. Just trying to remember how much broccoli there is in certain grams and stuff. Ground turkey or beef. We'll see what I get. Probably ground turkey because I just really like how it tastes. It tastes really good. That should be good. And we will have some teriyaki. And we will do a few tablespoons of that for sure. I love my teriyaki sauce. Okay, how is that looking? Dang it, we need more carbs again. This is actually a good one to have before the workout because it's not very much fat and it's quite, we'll make more carbs. Let's make that more carbs. Is that better? That's better. Okay. So carbs are looking decent. There we go. Look at that protein. So much better. Okay. This is looking really good. This is going to be so yummy. I'm very excited for this. Okay. And so we can do some snacks. What do I want to do for snacks? So I want, I have a trail mix that I really like that I could do as a snack. Or I think I'm going to do my Greek yogurt. Which I do whole. I usually do a decent amount. And what do I want in it? I think, do I need any more vitamins? Vitamin D. So almonds are good for vitamin D. Or sorry, almonds are good for vitamin E. Oh, okay, but I need to get a vitamin D supplement for the winter because living in Canada, we don't really get our vitamin D in the winter months. So, okay. I could do with some more calcium. So one fun thing about this, let me see if I can do it on here. I want it to recommend me food. Ah, there we go. Let's see what it says. Spinach and chickpeas. Okay. Mung beans, peas, beans. It really wants me to have beans. Could I add beans to something? You know what? I could probably add some beans to this meal. So would chickpeas could be good with that? We'll have to try it and see. Um, let's add some. I have chickpeas. I forgot that I was ooh. I can also make chili. Oh, I might change this last meal to chili with beans and meat homemade. Let me just do a good old cup and a half. We're changing this because I forgot that I have everything for chili. Let's see, what does that look like now? That looks better. I'm excited about that. And yes, I'm going to have some, I'm going to adjust this based on like what I make it with, but I'm going to have it with some rice for sure. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. Ooh, that's exciting. Let me see how that changed. Things down here. Look at all that. That looks so good. I'm excited about that. Could bump up calcium a little bit, but that should probably even out over the week. Okay, so what am I going to have with this? I think I'm going to have it with strawberries. We'll see if there's any good strawberries right now. I might have to get frozen. That's okay. I can get frozen strawberries. Some strawberries and blueberries. And do I need more protein? Maybe a little bit. I might do half a scoop of protein powder. So 15 grams. Perfect. I need more calories. Any more carbs? This is always my issue is I never get enough carbs. Okay. We need another snack. What's going to be a good high carb snack for like right before my workout, I think. Let me think. I already have bread. I mean, I could do more bread. Could do oatmeal. Ooh, I could do a fine oatmeal. So I'm not a huge, I go through phases. Sometimes I like regular oatmeal, but what if I did like dino eggs or cookies and cream or something right before my workout? That sounds fun. Um, Dino eggs. If I did like 2 packets right before my workout. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay. Yay, we got dino eggs. That's gonna be the best. All right. Look at that. That's pretty much where I want to be. Maybe a little bit high, but yeah, that's looking pretty darn good. I'm excited about that. Okay, so now from here, all I gotta do, and I might add cheese to this. We'll see how I'm feeling. Oh, interesting. I've done all of this with barely any lactose. Interesting. I'm not lactose intolerant, although I've wanted to try before, but it's very hard for me to not have cheese or dairy products. Yeah. So this is my base. So from here, all I got to do is make a grocery list, which is going to be pretty darn easy. And I may need to just go shopping probably every week just to stock up on whatever I am out of. So today I'm going to need, I just ran out of eggs. So I'm going to need eggs. I'm going to need my bread. I always get 2 loaves, put one in the freezer so that I have it for longer. I'm out of my almond butter. I need bananas. I've got maple syrup. I need the mixed greens. I think something to note here actually is that it's mixed greens mixed with spinach is what I usually get. So let's do half and half of those. So that makes a difference. Did that bump up anything down here? It did. Yeah, look at the calcium. Oh, yes. Everything is in the green. Okay, very exciting. So I need to get that. I need to get more chicken. Have pecans. I will need to get cranberries. I'll need to get a sweet potato and the dressing. Oh, the spinach is the mixed greens. I have rice. I have everything for chili, besides the meat. And I believe tomatoes. I'll probably get some carrots to put in there. I need to buy some more Greek yogurt. I think I have like barely any left. Get some probably frozen strawberries and blueberries because they'll probably taste better than the fresh stuff right now. I've got protein powder and we definitely need to pick up some dino eggs. All right. So for me, this is all I'm going to do. And this is going to be super easy. And I'm totally cool having this every day. So what I'm going to do moving forward is every weekend, every Sunday, I'm going to take a look through what my macros ended up being for the week. Honestly, I don't even think I'm going to necessarily track this. I think I'm just going to eat this. I don't really need to track it, but I have a good idea of what I want to eat in a day. And yeah, that's going to be good. I'm going to pay attention to my hunger signals. And honestly, none of this is difficult. I can pre-make, okay, my French toast is so easy to make. Easy peasy, nothing difficult there. This, I'm going to just have everything ready to go. So I'll probably put the pecans, the cranberries in like a little baggie, pre-portioned. So I can just pour it in. I'm going to cook up a bunch of sweet potato. I'm going to cook up a bunch of chicken. Yeah, and then just toss it all together. And I can easily put all of my chili stuff into a crock pot and have that ready to go. Easy peasy. And then Yeah, all of this is so easy. Oh, that's so nice. So yeah, I'm gonna do this every Sunday. Make sure I have all my ingredients, make sure I'm ready for the week. If I want to switch out a couple of meals, I will do that. But the main thing is just making sure I'm eating consistently throughout the day and we're getting in all the nutrients that we need. So that is that. It's not as difficult as it may seem. And this is what I do with all of my clients. And if you prefer to have more variety throughout the week, we can do this for every day and just come up with different ideas for every single meal. And once you have done it for a while, you get a pretty good idea of what you like, what recipes to make, and you just get really good at putting together ideas for stuff. So, yeah, that is what we are doing. The plan is to continue building up my calories and until I can't anymore. If we can get to 3,000, that would be bomb. And then we're going to hang out there for a little bit and then do a bit of a cut, which will be wild because I'll be cutting down to this amount from 3,000 and that will be how I lose weight. I love reverse dieting and getting lots of food into our body. Okay. Well, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much. Yeah.